Good morning, and thank you for coming. I'd like to ask you a question today. What if I told you there was a profession that you could pursue that would give you ample job opportunities, the respect of your family and friends, pay you handsomely, as well as, most importantly, give you the opportunity to promote what God values in this world? Well, the profession I'm speaking of is nursing. I've been a nurse for 11 years. I'm currently a registered nurse working in a rehabilitation hospital. This is a very rewarding area of nursing as we have the ability to help people get well. This topic is very important to me as I strive every day in my nursing practice to share the love of Christ with my patients through loving, compassionate care, as well as sharing of the gospel whenever the opportunity arises. First, let's look at the many different specialties in nursing. In his book, Created for Connection, Donald Albin tells us there are 3 typical educational paths to registered nursing. 1 is a bachelor's degree, which is a 4-year degree. 2 is an associate's degree, which is a 2-year college degree. And 3, a diploma program, which is usually 2 years in length at a hospital. According to Albin, nurses can specialize in 1 or more areas. There's generally 4 ways nurses specialize. 1, in an area such as perioperative nursing, a nurse that works in an OR. 2, by a disease process like a diabetic nurse who teaches people how to manage their diabetes. 3, by body part or organ, such as a cardiac nurse. And 4, by population, such as geriatrics, which is working with the elderly population. Now let's look at the different responsibilities of nurses. Per Albin, specific work responsibilities will vary from nurse to nurse. These can include educating patients and their families on their disease process, their medications, their treatments, treating patients such as administering medications and treatments, wound cares, respiratory treatments, etc., and developing a plan of care for a patient, initially assessing them, ongoing assessments to monitor how they're improving, and planning for their eventual discharge. Now let's look at the job outlook and wages for nurses. Overall job opportunities for nurses is excellent. Per Albin, employment of RNs is expected to grow much faster than the average. This chart shows us the projected growth rate for nurses in different areas, with the offices of physicians with the highest 48% of a projected growth rate. Secondly, home health care, 33% projected growth rate. Nursing facilities, 25%. Employment services, 24%. And hospitals at 17% growth rate. So the overall projected growth rate for nursing jobs is excellent. The Bureau of Labor Statistics tells us that the median annual wages of registered nurses were $62,450 in 2008. Now let's look at what nurses can do to promote what God values in the world. The gospel message of Jesus emphasizes the importance of each individual's personal call to care for the people in need of health and healing. According to Albin and evidenced by Scripture, God values human life, God values mercy, God values our love and compassion for others, and He values our attempts at sharing the gospel with those who don't know. An online article in the Journal of Christian Nursing tells us our calling in nursing is to actively love our neighbor in tangible ways, and this in turn helps us to love God with all our mind, body, and soul. The public holds nurses in high esteem. An online resource, nurse.com, tells us that an annual Gallup poll has a survey every year on the most trusted professions, and nursing came in first in 11 out of the last 12 years. So we're in a position to help people. We have their trust, and we can help them, we can heal them, show them love, mercy, and compassion. Nurses can volunteer as missionaries, bringing the gospel as well as medical care to the sick and impoverished people of the world. So today you've learned of a well-respected, in-demand, rewarding career that enables you to promote what God values in this world, nursing. I'd like to leave you with a quote by William Osler, the first professor of medicine at Johns Hopkins Hospital. He said that the trained nurse has become one of the great blessings of humanity, taking a place beside the physician and the priest. I hope you found this informative, and thank you for your time.